So why did we choose to do this?
Everybody thought we were crazy doing this.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sure
I thought
lots
we
of
were
people
crazy.
thought- yeah, I'm sure.
We would be amiss if we didn't talk about the challenges of living this way. The thing I want to really drive home to you is that
That's a big factor.
that is a big fact. Every now and then we get comments that are like, oh, it must be nice and good for you to have all this money. That sucked.
Meloo, come here. Come here.
Me. We need to film a video tonight. Also me. Takes off makeup, puts on pajamas, totally forgot.
There she goes, boy.
Hi! If you're new here, I'm Alicia. This is Tyson. We're coming to you from inside the Clutterbug, which is our 25-foot flying cloud that we live in full time.
For years.
We have some new followers, so we thought maybe it's time we actually talk about ourselves instead of going straight into the video each time. So we wanted to go over a couple of things, like we have a website now, tnalivefortoday.com. You can check out how to contact us there, because we have had people reach out who are doing trips in Canada, who have charging questions, see other outlets that we've worked with. And we've also taken the leap to start a YouTube membership program. So more info will be coming on that when we have it. So how did we get started in this wild whirlwind we're on?
Motorhome. I wanted to downsize. You did not. You didn't believe me that it was going to be good. Then we got the RV rental, and you were changed forever.
Yeah, sort of. We were recruited to be the hosts of a show on a local cable network here called Eastlink Community TV. And part of that gig was they gave us a 24-foot RV rental that we had for 2 months. That was a Fraserway RV motorhome. I cannot remember the model of it, but...
I don't know. A Ford was the basis of it.
Oh, hi there. We're just hanging out in the old road tripping RV. Wanna come check it out? Come on. So as soon as you walk in, you have this lovely push-out kitchenette. And of course, this armchair for maxing and relaxing. So our driving is up here, obviously. We have the privacy screen up. And here is a second bedroom a la couch area we're kind of using it for. Table / workstation. Got some more storage up here. Delightful. And here's our little kitchenette. Very cute, convenient, and stylish. Then we move into more of our kitchen area with our cute little mini fridge. Yes, packed with goodness. And I'm not going to open that because that is absolutely jam-packed with clothes. Here's our little bathroom area. It's like, what state is this in? Oh, it's good. You can keep that in the shower to keep it from rattling around in the meantime, but quite spacious and light. Actually, I really love this skylight here because it really gives us a ton of light. And of course, the boudoir. Bam! It is actually super comfortable. So that's really how it started. Tyson had said he would have loved to downsize to an Airstream as his bachelor life, and I thought, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I could do it. I had a very comfortable 2,400 square foot house that I very much liked on a beautiful corner lot in a really nice neighborhood.
It's just way too much.
I mean, it was. Once we got in the RV and I could see how much actual space there was, plus how fun it was to just take your home and sleep somewhere different each night.
You were surprised by how much storage there was.
I really
That's
was.
what sold you on it.
Yeah. And like the kitchen was super functional. Chef extraordinaire with his frozen pizza.
Call me Dr. Ifker. Outdoor living space is the key to making it work.
After we had that for a few months, we really thought, okay, I think we're ready to explore looking at Airstreams. Unfortunately for us,
Pesky pandemic happened.
we could not get to dealerships to actually go look at what we may have wanted, so we were relying on YouTube videos like we have made.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason we make those is because it was so hard for us to see the inside and what it would be like to live in it, that we really like the idea of being able to take you as we explore different makes and models. Now that we've lived in it for a few years, are able to say what works for us, what didn't work, and why. Oh, I like the 23. All right. Oh, that is better. And the little mirror.
Yep.
Oh, because it doesn't have a big one, I just realized. I don't think I'd love that.
Yeah, it's like a pay it forward kind of thing. People helped us out, and now hopefully we can do the same thing for others.
So we got our Flying Cloud in 2022. We still had the house, but that gave us a good buffer of living in it and traveling in it to see, could I actually live in it full time?
That's right.
And then before we knew it, we were in the winter of 2023 listing the house. It sold super quick and off we went.
Yep.
We sold the house. We had bought land previously, but here's what I want to explain about the process, because we have come up on people that are like, oh, you own an Airstream or you bought an Airstream. Like, we get it. They're expensive trailers. There are less expensive models that you can
also,
go with.
like, literally everything is expensive these days.
That's true. But we wanted to talk a little bit about how we got to where we are. The timing was really fortuitous, to be honest. We knew the not the remortgage, what is it?
The mortgage renewal, which is different than in America, because I'm pretty sure they just have, like, full-term mortgages that they keep trucking on. But Canadians renew their mortgages and get a brand new interest rate depending on what the market's doing at the time.
Didn't know that.
I think that's the case.
So let us know if that is or not the case for you. But for us here in Eastern Canada, the renewal of the mortgage was coming up that we knew, and we knew we were likely going to sell shortly after that. So we decided to borrow from the equity in the home I already had and buy the trailer outright, knowing that once we sold the house, we'd be able to pay everything off and not have to have a finance payment.
Yep.
So we had already bought the land. We knew we would put the trailer and garage and eventually build a house on. Then we sold the house after we bought the trailer, had all that paid off, so we were in a pretty good position to get started on road trip life.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2023, we sold the house after having the Airstream for just under a year, started building the garage, which is what we're inside in the Airstream right now.
Yep.
The Clutterbug Cave, or Clutter Cave. I can't remember which one I called it now, to be honest.
I think the second one.
Clutter Cave?
I think so.
I think it was.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does.
But we did that basically because we didn't want to live outside in the winter. Like, you know, you can winterize it, and you can heat it, but you spend a lot of money on keeping yourself warm when you're in the winter, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to also cut down on our living space and be really confined to 185 square feet. It's nicer having this be the main area that we live in, and then having more space outside the trailer that's still heated and dry and everything, that, you know, you can have extra space to do whatever you want in.
Well, just going back to the winterizing. So here in Eastern Canada, our winters are cold and wet. It can be in the minus 20s temperature. I mean, generally you're somewhere between minus 10 and minus 25 pretty regularly.
And snowy.
Snow can
generally.
vary. Last year was a real bad year for snow.
Imagine?
Thankfully, we weren't here. We took off for the winter. Whole series about that. But yeah, you would have to winterize the trailer to be outside, which means like no water inside, no flushing toilet, no able to pump anything. Critters.
It's just very difficult for very little gain.
We did a lot of research on people who were living full time, and it just did not feel like something we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I can confidently say we in that scenario.
Yeah, I didn't want that.
When we were making the notes for this episode, Tyson was like, you didn't want that. You were already uncomfortable with the cold.
In the fall?
In the fall. What happened was, what was the switch? The sensor?
Oh, what is that stupid thing called?
Keeping you up?
No. I mean, yes, but no. Oh, what the hell? A sail switch. That's what it's called. There's a sail switch on the furnace. So air blows past that switch and then opens it up so it makes contact with a sensor that tells the furnace that it's okay to light the flame without blowing up the whole trailer.
Okay, kind of important.
Yep. And that gets dusty and needs to be cleaned occasionally. And it was dusty in the middle of the night.
So like build projects tend to go, the garage took a lot longer to build than we had anticipated. it was getting colder out, and on one particular night, the temperature had dropped unseasonably cold to like -10. And we woke up at like 3:30 in the morning. My hair was like frozen to my pillow with like the condensation from my breath. And this sensor it can get clogged up with pet hair, dust, debris, anything. So it didn't kick in. And that sucked.
I think after that we started running like heaters in here as well.
I think after that I moved us out into a hotel for like a week or two until the garage was done.
But we left the heaters going just in case.
Yeah. Yeah, winterizing was definitely not for us. And as much as we want to be traveling in the winter into warmer climates, just not something we can do at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So why did we choose to do this?
To save money. I say to save money, you say to travel. And we've done a bit of both.
Yes. When I agreed to sell the house and move into this Airstream for an unknown amount of time, I thought I wouldn't make it past a year. So I had said to Tyson, my caveat is I want to take a trip every month that we don't have a mortgage. And that could be a road trip, could be a trip just into the city next to us, could be an actual like leaving the province trip. But I want to do something every month that we don't have a mortgage because I was sure I was not going to make it past a year.
The year of Alicia.
The year of Alicia is what I called it. And we did travel our cabooses off for going on 3 years now.
Yep.
The first year we did take a trip every month. The second year we took a trip every month. And now we're in the third year. And I don't think it's been every month, but it has been darn close. Yeah.
And I mean, if you consolidate all the travel time, there's enough spillover from some months, I think, to
it's true.
That it still counts.
But the thing I want to point out is every now and then we get comments that are like, oh, it must be nice and good for you to have all this money. I want you to think for a second.
I wish.
How much money you put into rent or mortgage in a month. Literally think about how much that is and then how much that adds up into a year. Now imagine that was money that stayed with you for you to use. Imagine if your bills got cut by a third.
Or more.
It was a huge, huge financial liberation in our lives. So much so that I literally can't imagine going back.
Yeah. And I mean, we could really be saving money if we weren't such big believers in different insurance products. But we have our asses covered in a lot of different ways, so...
Yeah, we definitely spend the most money on insurance for the trailer bundled with our cars and the garage, obviously. But we put in solar panels last year. We've moved to electric vehicles, and those things have continued to have a huge impact on our financial overhead on the monthly. So we still work. We don't do this full time. I own my own business. Tyson is actually building his own business. While working
Lottery
part-time.
winning would be great, but we have not done that yet.
But the point is, we were just two regular people that don't have kids, that took a chance.
That's a big factor.
That is a big factor.
If you have kids, it's going to be way harder for you.
People with kids do this. I mean, I'm sure you watch them on YouTube the same way we have. Lots of people have found ways to do it. It's not necessarily easy, but the thing I want to really drive home to you is that you can do this too. And of course, not everyone's circumstances are the same, but whether it's exploring rentals to see what you like, or maybe just taking a rental of a vacation so you don't have to commit to the financial, I'll say, burden of owning your own trailer or RV. There are so many options for you to get out there, travel, see the world, and live for today. I, like most people, wish we had done this sooner. It was a dream I didn't know I had, to be honest.
Life's funny that way.
It wasn't a life I thought I could live. I love stuff. If you have been watching at all, I'm not going to do a garage tour to show you the stuff.
Everybody thought we were crazy doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we were crazy.
I'm sure lots of people still do. But it's been working for us.
And we also had equally as many people that came and said, I can't believe you're doing it, or you're living my dream.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool to hear from a lot of people. Because there's always that like seed of self-doubt where you're like, am I crazy?
If it's something you want to get started, I just hope that this can somehow give you encouragement. Maybe it is downsizing your property to a smaller one if you have a large house. Maybe it is looking into trailers that you could buy. There are lots of used options. If you're handy and can buy something that you can fix up.
You need to be handy.
Yeah.
If you're not handy, you're going to get handy real quick because RVs are built like garbage. Everything breaks, and you will be fixing things. And if you don't use resources like YouTube and social media to find out from other people how to do it, you're going to set any savings that you have every month on fire, paying a professional to do it for you.
A future episode we are going to do is about our experience with rentals between RVs and trailers. We've had the opportunity to work with a couple of different companies, a couple of different rigs, a couple of different provinces. So if you have specific questions you would like to know on rentals, please let us know so that we can work that into one of our videos. We would be amiss if we didn't talk about the challenges of living this way.
Not just that everything breaks because everything's built like garbage.
There are, luckily, lots of YouTube videos, lots of people who've been there before, that are really helpful when something goes wrong. But there are also challenges with the way we're living as well as in the garage. Everything is dirty all the time. It gets dusty so quick, and it's really hard to keep everything clean.
Part of that is because we're in a rural area as well.
Oh yeah, we live off a dirt farming road, so
farms,
yeah,
etc. Right, so that doesn't help.
We also can never really have anyone over.
That's true. We used to invite people over for dinner, and I would cook for them. We haven't done that in a long time.
And truthfully, that's the setup we have. Could we modify more so that we did have a live-in space here, but like we don't have a washroom here other than what's in the Airstream, you know, things like that. So,
and yeah, RV bathrooms in general for people, I think, is a real wake-up call when you first start browsing them and realize how different they are than a residential one and how much more cramped they are.
Yeah, like we like to have family over or have family or friends come and stay with us. And of course we do have the dinette bedroom, and we have had nieces come and stay, but it is definitely more difficult to do that. And so that's been a big challenge for me.
We've switched to going to families' houses and just cooking for them there.
Yeah. So now that it's been almost 4 years that we've had the trailer, we've lived in it, we've traveled, we've taken it long distance, short distances.
It's been 4 years.
Oh, yeah. So it has.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is
It's been over
crazy.
3 years that we've lived in it.
So will we ever do this full time?
Probably.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point. It's like once life changes stages a little bit and family are moving around a little bit and stuff like that, then I don't know, fuzzies from... Oh, you know what that is? It's dust bunnies from rolling around on the floor trying to fix the water pump today. For hours. Piece of junk.
He didn't record it. Wish he had.
Well, it's not fixed, so don't worry. There'll be lots more footage where that comes from.
Yeah, right now, like I said, I wish we had done it sooner so that we could have more time to look at going full time. But in this season of our life, it's not something we can totally commit to. I have senior parents who are going to be moving up with us next year, which means we will be building a house. Time and a place and a season of life we're in, so we're not sure what that'll look like, but we know we still want to travel. We want to take the Clutterbug on the road, or whatever Clutterbug 2.0 ends up being. This is a travel year. Shocker!
It surprises no one.
Because we're going to look at building next year, this is really our last year of really
beastly travels.
Extensive travel. Not hopefully. We're definitely going to continue to travel, and some with my parents. But we are already started filming season 5 of our Eastlink show, Trailer Travels, which you can see past seasons on the Eastlink YouTube, which we'll link in the notes. We also have a trip to Portugal coming up with family. That's going to be super fun. We're going to Saint Pierre, which is a small island off Newfoundland, actually France.
Also with family.
And we're going to Japan in the fall.
Also with family. So
lots of travel coming up. If you would like to see videos about those experiences, let us know. Whether it's the planning, where we go, how we do it. All about sharing resources that help you guys get out there and live for today. Well, I think that's us in a nutshell, an aluminum nutshell. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and give it a thumbs up. It really does help us reach an audience and do better on this platform. Until next week, see you then.
Bye!
I love that you were covered in dust.
It's so funny.
I thought it was donuts.
That would be funny too.